Welcome back to Brute Strength Day 275. I don't know what it is about this safety squat bar, but it definitely felt harder than the safety squats last week, which I maybe also expected, but I didn't expect it to feel this much harder. Like, just felt everything felt extremely slow, and on the way building up, it felt like I was kind of getting out of balance on the way down. So I think this SSB bar is a little bit different in the build than the one I use at and the other gym in Aalborg. But yeah, this bar should be 20 kg, and with the weight I had on in the top set should be 170, and back off set 157 and a half. But I mean, I don't trust these people at this gym to be 100% correct. So I mean, it might be 25 because SSB bars are often heavier. So maybe I had 175 on the bar and 162 and a half on the back of sets. I mean, who knows? And that could be why it moved heavier, felt heavier. While in the other gym, I know for sure that the bar is 32 kg. I trust that 100%. And maybe it also makes a difference that the bar itself is just heavier in terms of how everything feels. And I think it's also just a higher quality bar in the gym in Aalborg, the 32 kilo one. Now on to bench press. The first set I didn't show because my camera stopped recording, and also I misloaded it, which actually made it harder than it would have been otherwise. I was like, why does it feel heavy on one side? And then I realized that I forgot to put only 2.5 kilos on the left side. But overall, it felt great. The 125 kilo for 5x5, or let's say 5 with 122 and a half, and 4x5 with 125. But in my head, I know I could have done 5x5 with 125. Yeah, so I've never done that amount of reps with that weight before. And then to do it with a little bit of a pause, longer pause on the last rep in each set, that is pretty damn good. I would have wanted the pauses to be a little bit longer, but I knew that I wasn't even at my best. So being able to do this is very exciting. And I'm just really blown away by how fast bench is improving after taking a little bit of time to get going. It's just exploded. And it's kind of reminding me of what happened with my overhead press when that just went from 70 kg to 100 kg in 6 months. When I first started training that, it's kind of how bench is now, and I'm really into much of the same groove. Back then, I was also training overhead press three times a week, and I was often doing top sets followed by back up sets. I was doing every minute on a minute things. I was doing dynamic effort things. A lot of the things that I do here, I wasn't changing exercises as much as I do now, and I definitely believe that this is one thing I'm doing better now. That I'm not always doing the same exercises, but I'm rotating in 3 or 4 weeks blocks on 2 of the days and taking advantage of different variations to see better progress in the long run by not feeling like I have to go in and beat something the week after and the week after and the week after. So I build up over 3 weeks. I might return to the same variation after 15 weeks, and then I should be significantly stronger when I go into that variation again, instead of having to be stronger after 3 weeks and then another 3 weeks and so on. It's a really good way to spread out the progress and not have the same mental fatigue, you could say, always. And yeah, the biceps curls, the preacher curls, they actually felt phenomenal. I managed to get 8 sets of 6 with 38 kg, with which was done every minute on the minute, and so glad to take this off. The next is going to be building up towards 8 sets of 7 with every minute on the minute, and then finally 8 sets of 8 before increasing to 43 kg, I think. Yeah, 8 sets of 8, 64 reps in like 7.5 minutes with 38 kilo in the preacher curl. I mean, that is so much weight. And to me, you know, I just like to try out things that sound crazy. And to me, that sounds crazy. So, I mean, maybe I even want to go up to 8 sets of 10 done in 7.5 minutes. Like, imagine doing that 80 reps with 38 kg in 8 minutes. Like, that it just sounds absurd, but it's also what makes it fun. The last part of the training, the pull-ups, lateral raises, were done at home at my dad's gym, also known as Hansen's gym. And yeah, I did that. I actually trained with my younger brother, did the pull-ups, lateral raises. I just did a little bit different things that I would usually do. So for the lateral raises, I just did standing lateral raises. I did, I think, 5 reps with 20.4 kg. Then I did 13 or 14 with 17.1. And then I did 2 sets of 20 with 13.8. So a lot of volume, and actually the greatest pump I've felt in a while, which is not surprising, because it's been so long since I did that particular variation. And it felt like the same as when I first returned or began doing the leaning lateral raises. They also gave me a big pump and got me sore, and the same was happening with this here. So I know that eventually when I return to these for real again, they're going to blow up my shoulders. But anyways, guys, that is gonna be all for Brute Strength Day 275. I'll see you all for the next one.